Good afternoon to all. We're here at the Perth.
Called it correctly, and they'll opt to bat first.
We're about to get underway and already the crowd is up and about. This is looking to be a great day of cricket.
A lovely delivery, got it in short and surprised them. They'll be happy only one of those is allowed.
Nice shot, but straight to gully. Needs a direct hit. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Oh, I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Perfectly timed.
Well, that was a poor delivery. You can't bowl there, and it got what it deserved.
Behrendorff shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now. Munro waited on that and guides it down to third. Fielder coming around, may stop it before the boundary.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
8 runs added there. The Heat are 8 for none.
First of the power play overs down, and some good shot making to start things off.
The right arm fast bowler is coming into the attack from the members' end. Goes over the top with that shot.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Couldn't get it through the field. Cuts that off well in the infield.
They may have overstepped. The captain shouldn't be disappointed by the effort, just need to adjust the run-up.
We want to make use of that extra delivery. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Trouble.
Oh, one error followed by another. A horrible call and a horrible throw to the wrong end.
No. Terrible shot. Over. The Heat are 17 for none.
Backed up that first over really well. These two looked good early on.
The right armour is coming into the attack from the Langer stand end. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Oh my, that's racing away.
Munro starting to branch out now. That has been crunched.
Turner, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Misses everything. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. That looks gone. Oh, great run out.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you'd expect from someone of this skill level.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Can't get that outside the ring field. Oh, that's a great shot early on, wide of cover, and that'll give him a bit of confidence early on. May pull up short of the boundary though.
That showed great skill and lovely timing. The boundary was the only place it was heading.
The right arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the members' end. Two straight and punch through the leg side, mid-wicket in hot pursuit.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Drilled that one away. Nice shot, but straight to gully. A direct hit and this could be gone. Doesn't beat the infield. Driven on the onside, but straight to mid-wicket.
That showed great skill, lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading. A lovely flowing on drive there. No problems at all getting it to the boundary.
End of the over, end of the restrictions. I'm sure we'll see some big fielding changes coming. Goes over the top with that shot.
Got onto that so early. The cut shot in front of square teased the field all the way to the boundary. Well, that one's for the textbook. Stands tall on top of the bounce and a lovely flick of the wrist at the end.
Trouble. Great shot through the gap. "11 runs added there. The Heat are 47 for 1. Tie from the members' end. Smacks that away through the gap. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
If that had been thrown to the other end, I think you'd be looking at another wicket for sure. Yeah, too wide. It was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. It's a full toss and worked off the pads nicely. Could well be 4.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary. How will the bowler respond?
"13 runs added there. The Heat 60 for 1. Agar, the spinner, coming into the attack. Now the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision? Yeah, that could have been missing the stumps. Not the worst review.
Now, I didn't pick up on anything there. Very close to the bat, though. Was there a bat on it? The fielders think there was. This could be trouble. They've looked threatening, but can't go on with the job. They'll be annoyed with themselves, having gotten out after a start.
Yeah, great decision by the umpire. Challenge wasn't successful.
For the Brisbane Heat.
Square cut, finds point, no run. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Needs to be on target. Seems to have misjudged that one. Ouch. Three runs added in that over. The Heat are 63 for 2. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off.
Bad decision making, thrown it to the wrong end and let the chance go begging.
Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Oh, bowled him. What a beauty. Swung in and the stump's knocked over.
A fluent innings undone by a decent delivery. A good wicket to get at a good time.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Smacks that away through the gap. Finds the fielder with that shot. Trouble! Really good over. Takes a wicket and keeps it tight. Somehow they've got to find some boundaries.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Wow, that's missed the lot. Straight to the fielder. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Nearly gets the edge. Agar with a great delivery there. Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Gone! Played all around that one. What a delivery.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you expect from someone of this quality. Coming into bat at number 6.
Tight. Straight through them. Batter was late on that one.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
Coming into bat at number 7 for the Brisbane Heat.
Beats the field with a great shot.
Threaded it through brilliantly, all timing on that shot. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Great shot. It was a good length to try that, and they did that with maximum results. 6 more.
Too much width, really. They're only asking for that to be hammered into the stands, and that is exactly what's happened.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot.
Hit that one on the up. A fabulous drive for 6.
End of a really good over. Gets a wicket and really slowing down the scoring pace. Agar from the Langer stand end. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Good catch. Out. What a screamer.
Got to their 50 without a lot of trouble. Unfortunately for them, the 100 wasn't to be as they head back to the dressing room.
Great shot through the gap. That's a stunning stop. That was going all the way otherwise. Oh, they took off for a moment, but decided against it. Good decision, I reckon. In the air, and cover takes an easy catch. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now you need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
Goes for it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like it'll carry. 5 runs added in the over. The Heat are 97 for 7. Morris back on now.
Into the attack for the Perth Scorchers.
Nice shot. Straight to gully. There's a chance if it hits. Goes over the top with that shot. Drilled that one away. Oh, that's cut off nicely. 4 runs saved. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover field. End of the over. A good one in terms of keeping the batters quiet. Just needed to take a wicket to make it an excellent one. Agar having a day out here. Brilliant bowling so far, and just one more to get 5 in this innings. Couldn't get it through the field. End of the over, 7 runs coming from it. The Heat, 110 for 7.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Smacks that away through the gap. A direct hit and this could be gone. Pulled away but straight to square leg. Doesn't beat the infield. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say?
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
He's coming into bat at number 10.
Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Swepson taking guard, has been playing really well in recent matches, certainly needs to bring their A game today. Pearson waited on that and guides it down to third. Fielder coming around, may stop it before the boundary.
Well, the delivery was poor. Still needs to be put away, though. And what a lovely shot to find the boundary.
End of the over, 10 off it. The Heat, 120 for 8.
Poor fielding. Throw sent to the wrong end, and both batters are safely home.
Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off.
Too wide, it was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
Turner, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Goes for it. It's high in the air. Fielder coming around, but it looks like it'll carry.
You just can't give them that much width. You bowl out there, and you get what you deserve.
Gone. Caught. Oh, wow. Brilliant reactions, and what a catch.
9 down now. The bowlers have nearly completed the job. The openers out in the field will be getting themselves ready for batting. It shouldn't be long before this innings ends.
Oh, my. That's stuck. What a catch. Bowlers have leaked way too many easy runs in that innings. It's a big total to chase down. They're going to need some good batting partnerships. This total is well below par, and the openers are going to be looking to close this out quickly. The bowlers are going to have to find something to make up for the rest of the batting team's failures. Perfectly timed.
The gap was left open for them and they were happy to oblige. picked it early, got into position well, and punched it to the boundary.
Drilled that one away. Yeah, big opportunity. They've worked really hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get a big score on the board. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Smashed all over the park. I wonder if the captain will stick with them.
1 gone and an excellent start to this power play.
Johnson, the left armour, is the new bowler from the Langer stand end. Got that away nicely. Oh, what a great piece of fielding. 4 runs saved for sure. Beautifully timed drive, but it's smashed straight into the bowler's stumps. Oh dear, the batter looks really annoyed with that one. He was quick onto that in the infield.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4. End of the over, 7 runs coming from it. The Scorchers, 19 for none.
It's been a fantastic start to the power play. 2 overs gone and they're ahead of the required run rate and going at an excellent clip.
Khawaja, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the members' end. That's going a long way. What a shot.
Too much width and you're asking for trouble. That was so well timed and it just flew over the boundary.
Massive outside edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. Nice shot, but straight to gully. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Edge, but it drops safely. Well, that was a struggle, getting smacked all over the park. Johnson from the Langer stand end. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Huge edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. That's a confident appeal.
For runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shots.
5 runs added in that over. The score. Scorchers are 38 for none.
Power play done. Batters did a good job there, maintained a run rate of at least 8 and are ahead so far. The field will go back now.
Caught. Thought that was sailing over, but grabbed right on the boundary. Simple as you like, the batter didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in that over.
What a crucial breakthrough this is. Excellent bowling to get one of the key wickets cheaply.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Perfectly timed. Swept away but finds the fielder. Over, the Scorchers are 43 for 1.
The bowlers have been steady. Just some bad balls amongst the good deliveries, which sees their opposition ahead of the required run rate at the moment.
Nicked it. Edged it. Wow, that's a huge appeal for the catch. If there's something on it, it was the faintest of edges. Oh, that's just outrageous.
A great innings coming to an end. Brilliant scoring. It was a very entertaining performance. But have to head back to the pavilion.
A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball.
Yeah, too wide. It was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment.
He's got their tail up.
The bowler and the slips have really gone up here. They like it.
It's only a brief stay, struck the pad right in front, and they're out for naught.
Inglis taking guard. They'll be a bit nervous after 2 wickets have gone in 2 balls. Chance for a hat-trick now. Edge, but it drops safely. We want to make use of that extra delivery. Whacks the free hit away. The fielder coming around to cut it off, perhaps.
Just dropped too short, and that's flown too high.
Overstepped on that occasion. Now have to deal with a free hit chance. Johnson over pitches and pays the price. Great shot by the batter. That could be 4.
Yeah, too wide. It was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
9 runs added in that over. The Scorchers are 52 for 3.
So the fielders will push out now. They'll look to limit the boundaries and try to keep it to singles and twos.
Massive outside edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Nice shot, pierces the infield.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Nearly gets the edge. Khawaja with a great delivery there. Not too sure what they're appealing for here. End of the over. 7 off it. The Scorchers are 59 for 3.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Edged, what a ball. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. No. Terrible shot. Over. The Scorchers are 65 for 3.
They've done well. Sometimes after the power play, the run rate can drop a bit, but the batters have kept up the intent they had early on, and this run chase looks secure.
Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Swept away, but finds the fielder. Edged, unplayable. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Can't get that outside the ring field. End of the over. 6 off it. The Scorchers are 71 for 3. Labuschagne, the spinner, coming into the attack.
For the Brisbane Heat.
Onto that early, that could be 4.
You can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Edge, but it drops safely. It's a big shout from the bowler. The ball was close to the bat. That's out. Caught. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air. They've taken a good catch.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
The new batter always likes to feel bat on ball as they bring a bit of nervous energy to the wicket. Finds the fielder with that shot. End of the over. 6 runs coming from it. The Scorchers are 77 for 4. Renshaw, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the members' end. Go through it. Tried to go large with that slog sweep, but it's hit well enough. Could be 4.
A poor delivery, and you don't pass up chances like that. Crashed away for 4.
Flex that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Too good, not sure anyone's going to cut that off.
Well, that was a poor delivery. You can't bowl there, and it got what it deserved.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder. Thick edge. Everyone's gone up. Labuschagne from the Langer stand end. Over the infield with a cracking shot.
There's the drive down the ground. Cracking stroke.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions for this innings. Doesn't beat the infield.
Well, you can't fault that shot. It's nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that one, though.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
Drilled that one away. Straight to the fielder. With the completion of that over, we see the fielding restrictions finish.
They've done well. Sometimes after the power play, the run rate can drop a bit, but the batters have kept up the intent they had early on, and this run chase looks secure.
Just opened the face of the bat really well. That's through the infield. That'll be 4 more.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with a plum.
Driven on the onside, but straight to mid-wicket. End of the over. 9 runs coming from it. The Scorchers are 107 for 4.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Khawaja, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Cuts that off well in the infield. Over, the Scorchers, 113 for 4.
They've been asked plenty of questions by the bowlers, but the batters have had all the answers so far this innings.
Massive outside edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Smacks that away through the gap.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing out of the middle and race to the boundary.
Goes over the top with that shot.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward and dispatches that to the boundary. You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that. Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that gnaw. Top class innings. Been playing very nicely out there and brings up the half century. The delivery was poor. Still needed to be put away though, and what a lovely shot to get the boundary.
Edge, but it drops safely. End of a high-scoring over. Beautiful batting. After hitting the boundary that many times, there's high confidence out in the middle. Labuschagne from the Langer stand end. Drive straight down the ground, mid-on, and collect that one there.
It always looked like that target was just under par, and so it proved. Chased down easily, great batting, and a deserved win.
That ended up being